What's up everybody, Wolf Overlord here, back with another top 5. Today we have quite an interesting selection of entertainment. Before we start, I do have a surprise for everybody, so stick around till the end of the video to find out what it is. And with that being said, let's jump into the top 5 cringiest videos. Alright, so coming up in the number 5 spot, we have a girl who thinks she speaks fluent American. Now, I'm not sure what your guys' knowledge level is, but I'm pretty sure American is not a language.
Hey everyone, so I was chatting on AIM with this guy. Supposedly he was from England, and I speak fluent American, so there's a bit of a language barrier, but he knew really good English. Ow, stop biting my toe. So, I was talking to him about, like, this game I wanted, because I was hoping he'd buy it for me. And it was the Sims 3 Generations, and I really wanted that expansion pack for my Sims game. And he said supposedly he wanted it too. And I'm like, well, why don't you get it? And he's like, because it's too much. I'm like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's 15 pounds. So apparently there's a bit of a language barrier there, because I asked him how much it costs, not how much it weighs. So, bit of a language barrier, we went over that jump. But the thing I'm wondering is, why does it weigh so much? That's what's confusing to me. Like, does it have to do with where England is located? Like, is it because it's like, I don't even know. Because, like, maybe it's like really close to Jupiter. So, like, if you know the solar system, America is like in the middle, and England is like it's the closest to the sun, I think. So maybe there's a possibility that there's a difference in like gravity or something. So like 15 pounds is actually really light in England. It's just so confusing. I'm not good with planets, but I think that might be it. Alright, bye everyone!
So coming up in the number 4 spot, we have a feminist who is calling this male, who is white, being white herself, a white privileged racist male who doesn't stand for women's rights.
And get that camera out of my face, either. Fuckwit.
I want to call the police.
Fuck you.
Will, Riley. Hold on a second.
Fuckwit.
We are calling the police, ma'am.
You are fucking white male privileged assholes.
I'm calling the police right now.
What you are is a racist motherfucker as well. How dare you fucking do this kind of shit, asshole?
You're being videotaped. We will return this to the police.
Go ahead. Go right the fuck on ahead, you fucking sexist, misogynistic motherfuckers. That is all you are. You don't give a shit about women. You don't give a shit about life. All you are just a bunch of fucking assholes.
Are you calling the police?
Back off, man.
Are you calling the police?
Back off. Back off. Right now. We don't know what's out here.
All you are just a bunch of misogynistic motherfuckers. Take your male privilege somewhere else. No uterus, no right to talk about it. Understand me, motherfucker?
I'm listening to you.
No, I don't give a shit. Get the fuck out of my face, now. Your signs deserve to get fucked up.
Now climbing up into the better videos, in the number 3 spot, we have this guy who wants his first girlfriend. And TLC does a show where they have like people do their first kiss, like with people they've never even met before. Anyways, this guy totally butchers the kiss and leaves the girl standing there like, what the fuck just happened?
More confident this time because I've already had that first kiss out of the way. I think my strategy is just go for the kiss. Maybe I'll be able to like slip tongue, and then from there things take off, and who knows, maybe she's my first girlfriend.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Emily.
I'm Josh.
Hi.
Can I kiss you?
Sure.
Coming up in the number 2 spot, we have a Pokemon enthusiast who does impressions of different Pokemon.
Sword! Charmander! Charmeleon! Squirtle! Wartortle! Metapod. Weedle!
Yeah, it does sound like that, okay? It doesn't look like it does, but it does.
Now before we get to the last video, I just want to thank Cinch Gaming for sponsoring this video. If you haven't checked out their website already, be sure to go do that. And if you find anything you like, use code WolfOverlord to get a 5% discount. Now for what everyone's been waiting for, the number 1 cringiest video. So I'm guessing a lot of you have seen those videos where people propose in like unique ways, whether it be at a baseball game or at a concert or just like in general a big crowd of people. That's kind of the case with this guy, but it doesn't really go the way he wants it to, and for his sake I hope that it's fake.
Hi. Hello. Sorry to stop your shopping and your evening. Hello. I just have a very special message for a very special girl. This is where we met 3 months ago.
Oh my God, there are people looking.
This is where we first saw each other, and this is where I fell in love with you.
This is so cute.
And you're my absolute Jaan, and you had me that day at hello, when you said hello to me. I mean, after I said hello, anyway, you're my Jaanu, you're my sweetie pie, you're my cutie pie, you're my absolute Jaan, and... Anyway, keep going. You, Jaanu, you're my sweetie pie, you're my cutie pie, you're my Shonu, you're my everything, and I know you find this cheesy, but I want everyone to know you make me really happy. And I have a little poem for you, and I'd like everyone to hear this. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. And my heart ceases to beat. And there's nothing else that I seek except you. And I just have one question for you. Janu, I need to. Janu, please. I need to. You truly make me the happiest person on earth.
Are you okay?
Alright everybody, that's all we have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe with bell notifications on. That way you can be notified every single time I upload. And if you stuck around to the end of the video, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you now get the surprise. So, here you go.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men. That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
It's day 2 of manspreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those stereotypes.
I just got my nails done and I manspread during my entire manicure and nobody really seemed to notice. I'm not sure if it was because it was all women and we were just all kind of in our own world or what, but it was kind of awesome.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all. I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it because of course I am. What is it between their legs that's so important that it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women, and elderly people standing up?
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
Women are expected to be quiet, small, and almost invisible, whereas men can be these boisterous slobs, and it's all good.
Today, instead of feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty. While I was sitting there taking up 2 seats, a guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, manspreading, but wait, they identify as female. Women can take up space as well?
Even though I'm a confident person, I tend to make myself small even when the situation doesn't call for it. And I kind of felt uncomfortable manspreading even though there was no one around me.
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat and I was taking up 3 seats and they started talking about personal space. All their eyes were just on me and they were mostly women. So if it was a group of dudes, I would have been like, Yeah.
I thought that manspreading would kind of give me this air of disregard because I thought that I worried too much about what people think, and I've realized that I worry just enough. You should be concerned with whether or not the people around you are comfortable because that means you're a good community member.
My favorite part of this exercise was easily when I got to sit next to men who were taking up way too much space and just forcefully work my way into the seat and without words say, hey, I deserve to sit here.
To be forced to manspread really showed me how up your own ass you have to be as a person to not be conscious of those around you.
To the man that's taking up too much space on a bus, on the plane, on the bench, we see you. You don't need that much room. To the young women out there, I say, you should definitely be aware of your surroundings. If there's something that you want, if there's something you want to say, if there's a position that you want to hold, take up that space. You deserve that space.
Girl, you take up space. You fill the room with your crotch.